Hey everyone, Christopher Paolini here, talking to you from Montana, which is where I live. Unfortunately, I can't be in the UK with you to celebrate the release of To Sleep in a Sea of Stars. I wish I could, but I am incredibly excited that this book is finally coming out. I've been working on To Sleep for over 7 years, and in fact, I got the original idea for the story all the way back in 2006, 2007. So it's been a major part of my life, and it means an awful lot to me that it's finally coming out and that readers like you can finally get your hands on it. Hopefully, you will enjoy reading To Sleep even more than I enjoyed writing it. So to celebrate the release, I'm going to do a reading for you. This is one of my favorite sections in the book, favorite little scenes. It's from page 156 to 157. It's from the second section in the book, and to give you some context on what's going on, my main character, Kira Navárez, has boarded a new spaceship that she hasn't been on before, and the spaceship is transitioning from being under thrust to being in weightlessness, being in free fall. And this is what happens. And hopefully I can do this justice. So here goes. An alert sounded, a short beep in a minor tone, and then the floor seemed to drop away, and Kira clutched the handhold tighter as vertigo made the walls and floor swirl about her. Her dizziness passed as she reset her perspective from an up-down view to a forward-backward view, where she was floating in a long horizontal tube. She'd really had enough of free fall. Behind her, at the back of the tube, she heard a scrabbling noise. She turned to see a whitish-gray Siamese cat hurtle out of an open doorway and collide with the ladder. The cat caught the ladder with its claws, and then with practiced ease sprang off the rungs and launched itself toward the other end of the shaft. Kira watched, impressed, as the cat soared along the ladder, turning slightly as it flew, a long furry missile armed with teeth and claws. The cat glared at her as it passed by, venomous hatred flashing from its emerald eyes. "That's our ship cat, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said Trig. The cat looked more like a murderous little demon than a Mr. Fuzzy Pants, but Kira took him at his word. A second later, she heard another noise at the back of the room, this one a metallic-like clatter that reminded her of hooves? Then a brown and pink mass rushed through the doorway and bounced off the ladder. It squealed and kicked its stubby legs until it caught one hoof on the ladder. The hoof stuck, and the creature, the pig, jumped after the cat. The sight of the pig was so surreal, it left Kira flabbergasted. As always, life continued to surprise her with the depths of its weirdness. The cat landed at the other end of the room and promptly sprang away through another open doorway. A moment later, the pig followed suit. "What was that?" Kira said, finding her voice. "That's our ship pig, Runcible." "Your ship pig?" "Yep. We put some gecko pads on his hooves so he can move around in free fall." "But why a ship pig?" "'Cause that way we can always bring home the bacon." Trig cackled, and Kira winced. 88 days in FTL just to be subjected to a bad pun. Where was the justice in that? And that's the reading. Forgive me for the pun. I couldn't help myself. I promise you the book doesn't have too many more like that. A few, but not too many more. Again, thank you so much for buying the books. Thank you so much for reading them, and I really do hope you'll enjoy To Sleep in a Sea of Stars.